And what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Manga Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is going to be a quick update on XLM. We'll be going over both pairs, alright? XLM USDT as well as XLM BTC. So here we have XLM USDT on that weekly time frame. Now, with the looks of the market right now, it appears that many coins want to come down and test their weekly levels, and I do believe that XLM may be one of those coins. Now, the major level that XLM actually broke out of in that last weekly close was actually this 8-cent region right here. This was an important level that we broke out of, okay? XLM had been building up to this breakout for a year, guys. This is not any ordinary level. So it's important that we're aware of these macro levels, okay? Now, what is to note here is XLM USDT is still living over this 8-cent region. For my bullish opinion to change on this coin, I will be looking for XLM to break the 8-cent region to the downside. Okay, so I'm looking for a candle body close underneath this region. But right now, as things stand, it appears that XLM is hovering right underneath resistance overhead, which is somewhere around this region right here, 9 cents. If we close a weekly candle over this 9-cent region, I do believe that the next region that is likely to be contested is only going to be up here at around 14 cents. And this, guys, is not, you know, a small range. This is a good 50% to the upside. But that is only going to come after we break this weekly region to the upside. So now let's get onto those lower time frames, because it appears that a lot of coins have taken a pullback. And what do you know? The cloud is still green, price is over the cloud, but what is important to note here is how this 8-cent region is also in line with the Tenkin as well as that Kijun. There is a good chance that we may actually come down to test this level. In addition to these three levels, we also have the 21 EMA that just comes swinging in right around there. Now, the other thing that I'm noticing here is that there may actually just be a bull flag, okay, in the forming here. So that is something to note, and I feel like we'll get a better visual of that on the 4-hour time frame. And yeah, okay, so I believe there is a bull flag at play here, but now question is, can we actually hold this, and can we actually see follow through on this bull flag, right? So this is a symmetrical triangle marking that flag of the overall bull flag, and this right here, guys, is the pole. Now, if we manage to break this triangle to the upside, okay, this bull flag, guys, gets activated. But now question is, what is the measured move of this bull flag? So let's plot it on the break. Say we break somewhere here or whatever. This will take XLM all the way up to 12 cents. Okay, 12 cents, give or take. However, please note that this is a symmetrical triangle that forms the flag, and on a technical standpoint, a symmetrical triangle can swing either way on the break. Okay, so if we break to the upside, then yes, we'll have that continuation that we're all looking for, but there is a chance that this symmetrical triangle could also break to the downside. And if we see that break to the downside, the measured move will take XLM down to around 7 cents. But what I personally will be looking for to maintain a bullish opinion on this coin is if we actually manage to hold that weekly 8-cent region. That is going to be critical for me. Okay, if we see a candle body close underneath that, guys, I think that XLM might be slipping into further consolidation. All right, but for now, the picture is looking bullish, even on the weekly time frame. If I just put up all my horizontals, you'll also notice that in that last weekly close, not only did we take out that major horizontal at 8 cents, but we also took out that Kijun. Okay, this right here, this dip that we just had, was a retest of that Kijun. If we can maintain that, I think that we could very well see a test of that weekly cloud, which is sitting at around 11 cents. So this picture is still intact. Going back to the 4-hour time frame, watch out for how price performs on this diagonal, guys. Okay, notice that it has been following it to the T. In fact, the classic play here with the Ichimoku Cloud is that as soon as we break that Tenkin, okay, we usually come down to see a nice clear C-span trade. But I want you to notice how the diagonal, how price is being picked up by that beautiful diagonal trend line. And the same thing happened right around here. Okay, so this is important, and depending on how price reacts off of this diagonal, that will really dictate what comes next for XLM. Now let's get on to XLM BTC and see what it is up to, and I feel like it's drawing in a similar pattern here as well. Okay, but however, I'm going to get onto that weekly time frame. I do not want to get ahead of myself here, and let's go ahead and draw in those high-level horizontals. Okay, and just like how we had it on XLM USDT, this chart too also broke out of a major weekly resistance now turns support. Okay, this region right here is at around 903 sats to be like super precise. Although I'm not sure if it is precise. Maybe I'll take this wick right around here, around 900 sats, give or take. Okay, so 900 sats is that region. Okay, that weekly resistance now turns support. What I want you to notice here is how price got rejected on that weekly Kijun there. Okay, but is this picture still bullish? Yes, guys, it is. Okay, because if you notice this weekly resistance that we took out, that was not just any ordinary resistance. I mean, we had been holding that as resistance for 1 year. Okay, once again, this too, guys, built up to this breakout for over a year. Okay, this is not, it's significant. These kind of takeouts of these major levels, these are all significant takeouts. Okay, and as you can see, and this is a classic play, we take out a major point of resistance, we get that retest, okay, and then you likely see further continuation to the upside, okay? Probability states that you could see further continuation to the upside. That's how these plays like well playing out. But there is also a chance wherein price closes underneath that point of support. And as soon as I see that, okay, that's when my whole opinion on XLM will switch. At which point I do believe that XLM BTC is also likely to have further consolidation. Okay, I want to see this line here, this point of support at 900 sats actually hold. If it holds, I'll be expecting a bounce. But this picture is still very much in bullish territory in my opinion. Okay, now is there anything else to note here on the weekly time frame? Yes, there was actually one more thing. I noticed a rising channel of sorts that I believe XLM just tested. Now this is while I was doing my my analysis, and there we go. That is that, and I believe you can draw it like that. Okay, I'm gonna switch off that Ichimoku Cloud, that way it comes into view. And yep, this was the channel that I believe XLM broke out of. I do believe it has the right volume nodes as well. Okay, and if you take the measured move of this beautiful channel and you plot it, the measured move takes XLM all the way up to this point of resistance at around 1200 sats. Okay, now these are all, of course, rough estimates. I'm not going to plot anything to the exact T. But I noticed that we had that breakout. Okay, this seems like a retest at this point with the looks of it. And we may very well see further continuation if we actually manage to hold not only this trend line, but also this beautiful horizontal right here. However, from the two lines, okay, the horizontal is what is key. That is the major level. That is going to dictate the bullishness / bearishness of this chart. Okay, so now this is XLM BTC on that weekly time frame. I'm going to put that cloud back on. And I'm going to get onto the daily time frame. Now the cloud is green. Okay, price is over the cloud. We have the Tenkin Kijun sitting on top of each other. The 21 EMA coming right in at around that 890, 900 sat region, which is in line with our weekly point of support. Remember that. And I'm actually going to switch on my 10 simple moving average. And what do you know, guys? Here too, we're holding that 10 SMA still. This picture is still very much in bullish territory. Okay, you're going to see these kind of pullbacks, but as long as we're maintaining those critical levels. Okay, now let's get onto that 4-hour time frame, because I noticed that there was a bull flag pattern forming on the 4-hour too, just like how we had it on XLM USDT. Okay, I believe this is it right here. And this is it right around here. Okay, this, guys, is the pole. All right, now this is a consolidation that's being put in, a symmetrical triangle consolidation. And if you just take the measured move of the triangle, and now remember, symmetrical triangles can swing either way, either bullish or bearish. They have an equal probability on that note. Okay, if we actually break the symmetrical triangle to the upside, this will take XLM all the way up to about 1180 sats, okay? However, if we break to the downside, the measured move will take XLM all the way down to 824 sats. But as things stand right now, guys, if I just evaluate this chart, it's looking good. The cloud is green, price is over the cloud. Okay, we're maintaining that that bullish TK cross. And I want you to notice how price got picked up on that diagonal and we closed over the 21 EMA. As soon as we start seeing consecutive candle body closes over these 3 major levels, the 21, the 10, and the Tenkin, that is going to give me that added confirmation of a good chance of further upside on XLM. Okay, however, if we break this triangle to the downside, then I feel like we're likely going to have continuation to the downside, possibly coming and testing this weekly level right here. Okay, I mean, sure, we could very well see a wick all the way down to 825, which, if you remember, is the measured move of that symmetrical triangle to the downside. Okay, but the level I want XLM to hold on that weekly time frame is going to be 900 sats. As soon as we start closing weekly candles underneath 900 sats, I feel like we're going into another sort of consolidation period. Okay, so for now, this picture is still looking decent. I am still very much in my trade, and I'll be looking for how price closes on that weekly time frame relative to 900 sats. All right, now this is all I have for you for XLM. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way, guys. Ciao.